If you're on a phone or tablet right now while you're listening to this episode, go to your app store and download the Couch to Active app. It really is the easiest way to listen to the podcast. Oh, hello, friends. It's Tuesday, July 7th. This is Lynn Lindberg, your Bad Couch Guru, here again with you from the Seattle area with a sunny day, which is so exciting. Oh my gosh. Okay, today's episode, I'm going to talk about an experience that I had this weekend because it really was kind of the holy grail coming together of active lifestyle and all this stuff we preach. Preach it, Lynn, preach it. Okay. So, on Friday, July 3rd, we talked about making our July 4th plan. And I happened to just mention that I've been doing this kind of stuff for years. And, eventually over time, exercise starts coming together in a way that requires less guilt. Oh my gosh, was that a Freudian slip? Exercise starts coming together in a way that requires less grit, less self-discipline. It just becomes part of your life and who you are and what you do. And part of the thing that is hard for people to imagine is when we think of exercise, a lot of times we think of stopping our lives, going to exercise, and coming back to our life. And that is so unsustainable because just naturally, we don't want to stop our lives. Now, some of us going to the gym is a part of our life, and that's why the gym works for them. But so many of us, it's not, or it's not yet. And we're still figuring it all out. So let me tell you about my weekend last weekend, because, I've been doing this couch to active thing for a little while now, huh? July 4th weekend. Now, this was a unique, different weekend, just because, we're still social distancing and all of that. But our state is open up a little bit, so we were able to get together with a few friends, social distanced. And what we did is we just did what we normally do. We got together, we hung out, socially distanced for most of the weekend, and then we went for a walk or a hike. And this year, our walk was actually to go out in the low tides and check out the low tides in our area. And this year we happened to be so lucky because it was like a perfect trifecta of things came together for us, and we jumped on it, right? Yep, that lesson, jump on it, gotta jump on it. So we went out thinking we would just go to the low tide and walk around in the muck for a little bit just for fun. We get out there, and this low tide was the lowest low tide our area has seen since 1942 or 1943. Yeah, in almost 80 years. And we didn't even know this, but when the low tide came out so far, this sandbar appeared. So we were able to walk out like a couple hundred yards, and then we walked along a sandbar for several miles in the bay and along the shoreline. And the weather was perfect, and just everything about it was so wonderful. And we were outside, so we were socially distanced. And so what was going to be just like, let's go out and walk around for a little bit, ended up being a 6.5 mile walk on the sand. It was awesome. It was so awesome. And then I'll post a photo of this later. We also had a friend of ours who is a yoga instructor. And so we asked her to, before the weekend even came up, we said, hey, we have a field. Can you teach, lead a yoga session for us? And so, again, socially distanced, we did this, and our friend led a yoga session out in a field in the sunshine, and it was amazing. It was actually really, really cool. And the thing about it, here's the lesson, friends. None of this took me any grit and self-discipline at all, because it's the life I've built, and my friends expect it. And they're like, yep, this is Lynn. This is what she does. It's low key. It's fun. We honor each other's abilities and lack of abilities. And even with yoga, we all did what we could at our own levels. And it's just how we rolled. In fact, it would have been harder for me to not exercise this weekend because what was normal for exercise in my group was to do it. So if I didn't exercise this weekend, I would have been the weirdo not exercising. How cool is that? Because normally, we're the weirdos exercising, or we're not weird. We just what's normal is not right. And we feel like the weirdo for being the only one exercising. But this is what happens when you build an active lifestyle, and it takes time and it takes years and it takes skills to figure out what to do and how to jump on it. So anyhow, I just left this weekend feeling so refreshed, so great to connect with some people socially distanced and have a lot of fun and get some exercise and not feel like it took me any grit, self-discipline, or anything. I just got swept along in a healthy current, and I loved it. So friends, there's a picture for you. Let me help you get your active lifestyle figured out. Reach out to me, schedule a call with me. We'll start getting this going for you. Bye-bye now. Always head on over to the homepage of couch2active.com and check out what our current new freebie is. Right now, you can get a download of your 5-minute exercise makeover on couch2active.com.